Hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina, I live in the south east coast of the UK. Today is Thursday the 20th of July 2023. It's little Elmo's second birthday. He's asleep on the bed. He's had such an exhausting morning. And right, excuse the nightie and everything. I just had a shower and because I know I ain't gone out anywhere. And I didn't expect to do this, but I thought, no, I will get it done. Glenn's gone to work. So this is the tutorial for the second patchwork technique for the quilt as you go hexagon. Okay then, right, so, and I have decided to do crazy patchwork. I just thought that would be just ideal for inside one of these. So I've got my, hold on. Right then, that was Glenn on the phone, sorry about that. So yes, we'll get back to the crazy patchwork. So here is my scrap box, and I'm just picking out some bits and bobs that I think I might like to put in my block. Now what you have to do is get a piece of your wadding bigger than the hexagon, and then draw around the hexagon just as a reference around the hexagon with a pencil or a pen or something like that will do absolutely fine. Okay then, right, we'll get this bit done and then we'll start. Okay then, right, so I'm doing this in the center. I'm just using a pencil, just drawing around my hexagon to say as reference, just so I know where to sew in. Basically, this technique can be done by hand or machine, but I am actually opting to do this one on the machine. Okay then, right, I have got a bit of a mix, so obviously I have to have that one. A bit of purple, bit of green, oh, bit of yellow. You can see a theme coming along here. It's not supposed to be quite themey, but here you go. Oh dear me, what other colours? Oh, there is that. Yeah, we'll put a bit of blue. Right, these are absolutely, oh, it's so much fun to do. I love crazy patchwork. It is just a great way of using up your block, your scraps. Oh, hang on, what's that one? And you honestly, you can use anything, absolutely anything, and all it is stitch and flip. That's all it is, stitch and flip. Right then, we'll start with those. So let's give those on the floor. Let's give these a quick iron and then I'll be right back. Right then, okay, so we're at the actual sewing machine. Now, you know, before when we did the stitchery, you use a piece of muslin as the backing and it didn't affect it at all. Now, I always use a piece of muslin when I'm not actually using, I'm not actually using my proper end result sandwich, because it stops the fibres of the wadding getting into the feed dogs. So it protects your machine a bit more. That's basically it. And before we go any further there, where's my little thingy wingy? Is it this one? I am going to put on my walking foot, if I can. Oh, there we go. Well, that was a bit tighter than it should be. Right then, okay, right, yes. I'm going to put on my walking foot. If you don't have a walking foot, honestly, it can be done. It's just, it makes life a little easier with the keeping everything flat, basically. So, all right then. When you're doing, if you're doing this by hand, just make sure when you do your casting on and casting off, you actually do it within the pencil line of your hexagon, because we are actually going to be cutting that round that, so you don't want to be cutting away and then your stitching come undone. That's basically the only reason why I've actually picked to do it on the machine, but say it can be done by hand. Okay then, I need a pair of scissors. Let me get the scissor box, which is not there, which is this one. and get some, here we go, my little thread, my little fabric scissors, because these are my thread ones. I don't want to use those. Right then, now I always start roughly in the centre, okay? And it's crazy patchwork. It's no particular method, you know, where you got to start this, that, and the other. There is some people that will actually buy a template to start off as a centre. I don't do that. Right then, all I do is cut off a piece of fabric, and it is just a rough cut, like so. Because we're only filling a small section, you don't need a big piece of fabric. Pop that right side up, and then the next one we'll go with this. Right sides together. Just use the width of the foot, say no, nothing particular. I all normally do go back and forth, and then stitch and flip, and it is another quilt as you go. It does quilt as you go. Now you can get up and iron every time, or you can do a like I have, just finger press and then give it a good press at the end. So we'll go there, turn this round, make sure that the old muslin is going with me, and then I am going to go to the end there, cut that bit off, because this won't be the only one of these I do, so I'll keep all these little bits because these will be ideal for when I do another block. And then finger press. What one should we go with next? I think we'll go with the purple. I've obviously used this for something because I've got seams on it. Right then, so let's go. You can use smaller bits than this, of course, but just bear in mind that this part around here you are going to be covering with your background. So just bear that one in mind. Pop that over. So that will actually go like that. So I want to put something across there. Right, let's go with this piece. And basically you just keep adding. And yes, you can do whole quilts like this. Quite easily do whole quilts like this. So I want to put a piece there, and then I'm going to look in my box and see what else I have that is going to match ish. As I say, it's not the purpose of it really to match. It's supposed to be crazy. So let's go to there. But I just thought this would be so smart in the middle of one of those quilts you go hexagons. I really, really do. So, and then you just keep building it up and building it up. Right, let's get something else. What we've got in here that's something a bit bright and different. Oh yeah, this one piece will do. This piece will be fine actually, I think. Oh, and this piece. Oh, this piece definitely. Because as you have probably gathered, I am already in my autumn mode. Yeah, I am. Right, now I'm going to take that corner off. Like so. So you can do that. Go across. Go into there. Go down to there, like so. And then I'll get my scissors. Snip that away. But you know, these are scraps. You know, some people would throw these stuff away, but I never do. You see, now it gives it a bit more personality, doesn't it? You know, doing an angle there. So I might go across there now. Let's have a look. Should we put another piece of that on? Because I do like that. Or is it too close? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So that would have to go across there like so. Still got that little corner there to fill, so I can fill that with a little bit in a minute. Right there. Oh yes, saying I've got a little bit of a corner to fill in there. Let's see what we've got. Tiny. Let's put a bit of rose on there, shall we? There it is. So pop that there. Right, I'm going to carry on and I will be back soon. Right then, okay, I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to take you over to my cutting mat and now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'll be back in a moment. Right then, okay, so we're over at the cutting station. Now, just so I can see where my hexagon is, it doesn't really matter to be honest. It can do, you know, you can pop it in there and literally judge where you want it to be. Just like so. So I'm going to get my rotating mat. Let's cut some of my muslin away. Like so. Let's pop that on. Oh, first of all, I'm just going to give it an iron. I'll be back in a minute. There we are. It's a good iron. Okay, you can see. Yep, okay. So that is crazy patchwork. Now, you can do embroidery stitches, hand embroidery, or some on the sewing machine embroidery stitches. I could have added lace in between the layers. I will show you. I don't know if I can find it. Right, okay. Now I had this brought for me for Christmas a few years ago now from my lovely friend when I worked at the shop, Debbie. Now this is hand stitched crazy patchwork and it's by Hazel Blomkamp. Okay, Blom, B-L-O-M-K-A-M-P. And inside this book, it actually, there you go. Look, it shows you can do embroidery, you can add laces. You know what I mean? There is so much you can do. So crazy patchwork is not just really a stitch and flip. You can embellish it in so many ways. Beads. Oh, this has got it all in it. It's absolutely all your hand embroidery stitches. There is your basic crazy patchwork, which is what we have just done. You can actually join two different colours together and do it as a one. If you didn't have enough fabric of one kind. So it is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. This is a beautiful book, and Debbie knows that I love my hand stitching. But yeah, you know, that is tatting. They're little tatted flowers that have been embellished on. Oh, honestly, you can go to town with this. You really can. So, you know, crazy patchwork is, you know, is fun. It is good fun. Right then, so what we are going to do then is pop that there. Let me get my rotary cutter. I'm going to pop that where I would like it to be and cut round. As I say, this is, if you're doing it by hand, this is where you actually need to go within your hexagon, your drawn hexagon. You know, because you are going to cut away. So put that there. That moved a bit. Oh, I don't want that to happen. Yeah, bear in mind you are going through a few layers on some of it, so you do have to put a bit more pressure than you normally would. But look at that. Now, isn't that brilliant? Oh, I just love it. It kind of comes alive when you you know, you do your cutting away. It's just amazing. As I say, that can stay in there. That is not a problem. So now it's putting it together and making it into a hexagon. So I'm going to take you downstairs because all my hand stitching is because I've been doing some of my hexagons this morning. So I'm going to take you downstairs and we'll go from there. So I'll be back in a minute. Right then, okay, so I've made it downstairs. Right then, so I gave this a bit of a press. I've gone with a plain because I thought it would, you know, frame it nicely. But as I say, it's preference. This is supposed to be scrappy. So let's just find the centres of my back. If you want to know what size hexagons and that I'm using, then if you go over to the first tutorial, it's all there. Right, let's just put that in there a little bit. It is a little harder, obviously, because we've got a lot of layers, but hey ho. Right then, okay, so I want to pop that centre there. Oh, and line up your points to there and there. Now, I always pop a couple of pins in like so. Right then, so you don't want to see me doing this again because on the first tutorial I show you all how it's done. So I am going to carry on. I am going to do this and then I will show you the end result. Right then, okay, so I've finished sewing the back to the front, over to the front. As I say, all that is explained on the first video, and this is my finished hexagon. So it's a crazy patchwork. I will still do a row of running stitches around the quilt, so I like to quilt the actual layer, the back layer to the front. But yeah, I am really happy with the way that turned out. I really am. So yeah, that will be going in the quilt. I will definitely be making more of those. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I really am. So that is a crazy patchwork hexagon for your Quilt As You Go quilt. Right, so have fun. Any questions, please leave in the comments below and I will help the best I can. But as I say, the only thing is if you're going to do it all by hand, which it can be, you know, you've got to think all this was started by hand. You know, they never had sewing machines like, you know, we're lucky enough to have today. But you just have to start and stop at the edge of your drawn hexagon on the wadding, you know, but obviously overflap the fabric, you know, yeah, by any, you know, of course you can overflap it, but just start and stop within that line. Okay, and then because you're going to cover the edge anyway, you just don't want to cut in the middle of your threads, that's all. Okay then, right, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and little Elmy, I actually did check in on Elmo, and this is how the birthday boy is celebrating the afternoon. I know, what more can I say? He's just unbelievable, that boy. Right then, so I am already thinking of another technique, well, another couple of techniques to put in. I just have to get all set up, so give me another couple of weeks and we'll go with another patchwork technique in, it's got to have a good press, in with your Quilt As You Go hexagon. But I love this. I absolutely love this. This is going to look, where is the ones? Oh, here they are. So these are the ones that I've actually put together this morning. They've just got to all be hand quilted, so that can go on the pile ready for the hand quilting now. Okay then, right, so I will be back on Monday as always, so please take care, stay safe, and as always my lovelies, happy crafting. Bye.